Hey guys, FreeMark here. I just wanted to take a minute to show off my current build and see if anybody had any questions, maybe influence someone to kind of spice up the builds that they play. But let me get started and show you what the build does, and then I'll kind of go over and explain it. So that was one pack. This build is in Nemesis. It's life-based with Vaal, Pact, and blood magic, and it does quite a bit of damage right now. The skill gems are still pretty underleveled, but every time they level up, I'm just amazed at the extra damage that it does. It's a cast-on crit build with Stormcall as the main skill, which is, as you can see from that, it completely bypasses the cooldown and the cast barrier of self-cast Stormcall, which in my opinion makes it way better. Because Stormcall is a good gem as it is, don't get me wrong. I was excited when they introduced it, but the cast speed reduction, not really reduction, but the limit on the casting that you can do kind of makes it a little less spectacular. But that's pretty much the build. Let me go over the passive tree a little bit and the gear. And also you can make this build for a fairly small amount of currency, and it's very survivable. So right now I'm using a Malachai's because I haven't gotten to the blood magic passive yet, and I'm using a blood seeker for the simple fact that it has decent attack speed, decent base crit, and it has a whole lot of leech, which really helps me on the initial attacks to leech back some life before the storm call actually hits the target. Just life resist boots, life resist gloves, life resist belt. Same with the rings, life and resist. I'm wearing the Carnage Heart because before I grabbed the Vaal Pact, the extra leech on the initial hit was really nice to have, and it has really good all resist, so I'm still using it. I'm wearing a Tabula Rasa because the 6-link is kind of necessary for this build. You could pull it off with a 4-link, I mean a 5-link, but you wouldn't be able to run blood magic, either blood magic or power charge on crit, because you need the GMP, or LMP even works also. And then this dagger is the kind of dagger that you need for this build to really work well. It has very high base crit chance and very high attack speed, and the damage on it doesn't matter at all. Run 2 jades, 1 for bleeding, 1 for a little extra armor, quicksilver, and 2 diamond flasks. Sometimes when you come up to a pack and you throw out your spectral throw, like RNG is just not in your favor and you just can't crit, so it really helps to have a diamond flask at that point, because the way the way spectral throw works is once you've thrown it out, if it hasn't crit anything, it can still crit stuff on the way back in. So if you throw it out and you're taking a bit of damage, before the spectral throw turns around and comes back in, you can hit your diamond flask and you'll get all the crits on the way in, and that's also extra leech from the blood seeker because it's more physical damage that you deal. You can switch out Stormcall with Freeze Pulse or EK or any other spell, and they're all pretty cool. Frostwall is a little ridiculous. If you guys want, I'll make more videos and show you the different gems. As far as the passive tree goes, I started as a shadow, grabbed attack speed, projectile damage, because that applies to some of the spells as well, so it's kind of a double bonus. And then life, crit, life, attack speed, projectile speed, which helps if you're using freeze pulse, and it also helps with the spectral throw to get it out there farther. And then projectile damage, life, iron reflexes, which I may drop later on, I haven't decided yet. Most of my gear is evasion base, so the little bit of armor helps a little more. Vaal Pact. Eventually I'm going for Blood Magic, and then I will finish my build out with Acceleration and either these life nodes or these life nodes. I haven't decided which life nodes I want to pick up yet, but it's that simple. Just you could do this build as a ranger as well. Ranger and Shadow, possibly Duelist. If you went attack speed, projectile damage, attack speed, you could make this build work as a Duelist, Ranger, or a Shadow. I picked up an extra power charge. I'm going to grab the power charge from Nemesis, or not Nemesis, sorry, from Hardcore Bandits. The character's currently level 68. I got to 68 in Fellshrine just because I've had so much fun with this build, and I've just like ran Fellshrine over and over, testing out different cast on crit spells. Stormcall seems to do the most burst damage. Freeze Pulse is really good at sustaining your life pool, and EK, which is only level 11 at the moment, will absolutely shred enemies. So the three of those do really, really good damage. They each have their benefits. I'm fine against Ele Reflect because of the Vaal Pact. I'm fine against Physical Reflect because I don't really do that much physical damage. But I haven't tested Phys Reflect with EK in yet. I'll probably test it later today or tonight. So once again, if you have any questions about the build, just post in the Reddit thread or ask on YouTube. If you want to see, I'm about to get cut off by the patch, but if you want to see any specific build, or I mean any specific spell used with cast on crit, just let me know and I'll be happy to make a new video with it. So once again, if you have any questions, just ask. Thanks for watching.